The rubber skin proved easy for Resistance members to spot.
Why would you even send rubber skin soldiers out there? That ain't gonna fool no one. Hi guys! Welcome back to Houseless Reactions, where we might be houseless, but we're not hopeless. We're always here to have a good time. You versus the Terminator. Could you defeat and survive him? I'm a gigantic Terminator fan. I think Terminator 2 is probably the best movie there is, so I'm extremely excited to get it in this video, so let's not waste any more time.
Imagine you're relaxing at home one day when suddenly the power starts to fluctuate. Your lights brighten and dim.
I would get out of there right away.
Suddenly, what looks like ball lightning starts.
Yeah, ball of lightning, out the door!
You're shocked to find a fully nude and very muscular man kneeling in its place.
A nude muscular man is never good, at least for me. That's probably pretty good for a lot of women out there. Or guys. I don't judge.
Today we're putting you, the average Joe, up against the deadly, time-traveling cybernetic assassin, the Terminator. At first, these bots were nothing more than killing machines.
Killing machines is what you need, though, to kill the humans.
And so deep underground that even deep penetrating munitions proved ineffective in their destruction. And their well-constructed defenses proved all but insurmountable.
Look how nice all their underground stuff looks. It never looked that good in the movies. They had all those crappy lights down there.
Inhabitants to flee to a secondary location, and Cyberdyne would have to start the hunt all over again.
I like the Cyberdyne General. That's a lot cooler, giving Skynet a face.
Cyberdyne needed a new strategy, and very quickly into the war came upon the idea of sending humanoid infiltrator units to penetrate the defenders and eliminate them.
Let me put this human face, then we're gonna go get some humans, Skynet.
Alloy skeleton with a rubber skin coating. The rubber skin proved easy for Resistance members to spot.
Why would you even send rubber skin soldiers out there? That ain't gonna fool no one. Really? Rubber for skin?
But just what are you up against?
Can't you feel the difference between wearing a condom and not wearing a condom? A rubber.
But unlike real living tissue, it does not require food or nutrients to sustain itself. Instead, the tissue converts electrical energy from the Terminator's power core into chemical energy via some unknown process.
That's crazy, electricity turning into flesh like that.
Life to stop and study the chemistry of the Terminators sent to destroy it. The T-800 also features several improvements over the T-600.
Well, the other one had rubber skin. Anything's an improvement over that.
And it's proven extremely resistant even to military-grade assault rifles.
Yeah, Terminator could take most small-arm guns, no problem. He'll sit there and choke you while you're trying to shoot him.
But not invulnerable, the T-800's endoskeleton is vulnerable to explosives landing at or placed inside critical joints.
Good luck getting close enough to him to blow him up like that. Putting bombs on his joints, that's a tough sell right there.
And using 50 caliber munitions, such as Barrett 50 caliber anti-material rifles, 50 caliber machine guns, vehicle-mounted 25mm cannons, and plasma weaponry of various calibers. Depleted uranium munitions and thermite have also proven very effective.
Cause it's real easy to get uranium or thermite. That's just down the street at your local Walmart store, right?
Physical abilities. This unit is able to travel for short amounts of time at speeds up to 22 miles per hour.
I didn't know he could go that fast, man. 22 miles an hour? He's catching everyone but the world's fastest man at that speed.
Though ultimately unknown, the T-800 is approximately 8 times stronger than the average human, able to punch into solid concrete with...
See, that was reversed. I actually thought he was stronger than 8 humans. I mean, if you put up 8 people together, though, their strength together, I guess that is pretty brutal.
Red and night vision modes. Lastly, the T-800 sports a low-power short-range radar system, which it can use to triangulate and locate the position of hidden snipers.
That's super cool.
Doesn't get scared, tired, hungry, sad, and doesn't feel pain, and is single-minded in its focus, which is to kill you at all costs.
You better watch out, man. He's coming to kill you.
It's still coming for you. When you stop to sleep, it's still coming for you. We think you get the picture. However, while it's extremely resistant to most weapon fire, it does have some weaknesses.
Let's get to the weaknesses now, man.
And a lucky hit from a very large caliber anti-material rifle with a DU round can even blow one's head clean off. Just beware, because the unit is still able to communicate with its chassis via the wireless link.
It could put its head back on after it's been blown off? How are you supposed to stop that? That is insane.
itself is incredibly vulnerable and very dangerous if penetrated, resulting in a very powerful explosion.
A lot of this stuff, though, I mean, unless you're in the military, you're not going to be able to get a hold of any of those weapons whatsoever.
Itself is vulnerable to electronic attack, but only if set to read and write mode, which can only be accomplished by physically switching it from one mode to the other.
Yeah, you're gonna get close enough to turn them on and off. Like, that's really gonna happen, right?
From read to read and write mode, something which, given their incredible combat capabilities, is, to put it bluntly, not an easy task.
I'll just walk up to the Terminator and turn them off. No big deal.
Yet these special units learn from their experience in combat and can transmit that experience to Cyberdyne, which uploads the new data into all current models.
At that point, a Terminator should be perfect at any form of combat, anything on the battlefield, because every single Terminator is feeding all the other Terminators.
Okay, so it's time for the fight. You have the future of humanity to secure. So how are you going to overcome this unstoppable juggernaut? First, you need to run.
I'd be running for the hills after that, man!
And if you try to fight back at this point, the T-800 is simply gonna politely thank you for the hardware as it pries it out of your very cold, dead hands.
Right? You try to bring a gun to a Terminator, he'll just take it right from you and kill you with it!
And this time, we mean it literally. The T-800's endoskeleton is a futuristic blend of titanium and other artificial alloys. It's extremely dense and resistant to all forms of damage, in effect making each Terminator a walking tank.
Yeah, he's pretty much a human tank. There's no getting around that. You ain't winning against a Terminator. You're dead, buddy.
In mankind's fight against all forms of evil, and today, it's our weapon against the futuristic robot assassin from a timeline we can't avoid. If you followed our advice and you ran for your life,
that's step one. Run for your life. Run for the hills. Because if you try to fight him one-on-one, you're done for.
With delivery of a 6-ton liquid nitrogen tanker truck for about 5 figures. That's a hefty price tag, but the future of the human race is literally on your shoulders.
Hey man, can you give me $500,000? There's a Terminator after me, and I don't want to die, so please give me $500,000 for this liquid nitrogen, please.
You don't want to be easily seen, so to defeat the Terminator's night vision mode, simply set up a large infrared spotlight around your battleground.
Because infrared light is just lying around everywhere.
Unfortunately, this leaves its onboard radar, but if you choose an area with plenty of cover, you can block outgoing radar beams.
Hide behind a tree. In the shade. Don't tell nobody.
It's time to spring your diabolical trap. With the Terminator in proximity to your tanker truck delivery of liquid nitrogen, you're gonna remote detonate a simple IED explosive.
Because everyone knows how to make a bomb.
How exactly to do this, but we're sure you're smart enough to do the simple Google search it takes to gain the knowledge.
You could learn how to make a bomb on Google? Someone needs to look into that because that should not be happening.
Will create a small explosion, which will release the pressurized liquid nitrogen in a concentrated stream, dousing the Terminator unit in super chilled liquid nitrogen.
So a bomb, liquid nitrogen, that's all we need so far? He ain't even dead yet.
A fan favorite, and a favorite of the US military, the Browning 50 caliber machine gun.
Everyone has a 50 caliber gun. Those are just right down the street, right? That's what gets me about this video is it's super cool, but not practical. I don't think it was meant to be practical, though.
But having super chilled its metallic endoskeleton, you've left the normally tank-like inner shell very vulnerable to the dense penetrator of a 50 caliber armor-piercing round.
I don't think you'd need to freeze him. I think a 50 caliber round would kill the Terminator anyways. Haven't you seen Terminator Genesis, guys? Come on.
As you're firing though, make sure you're careful of penetrating the very volatile power core, because if you're standing at a range closer than 100 meters,
that would really suck if you took him out and then he blew you up because you shot the wrong spot.
Assassin, hope you're up for the task because Cyberdyne is definitely going to be sending another much sexier model after you very, very soon.
The sexier one's coming. I'm okay with that.
All of your fighting is for absolutely nothing, because the future can't be changed. You can't protect yourself from the human-hating robots.
I will protect myself from the humanoid robots, because I will dig a hole and hide from them forever. You versus the Terminator, could you defeat and survive him? Well, I enjoyed the video. I'm a gigantic Terminator fan. Had some harsh comments and just... I don't know. Yeah, but I had a great time. We're always having a great time here on Houseless Reactions. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you like my reactions to this Terminator video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We have new videos every single day. So thank you guys for joining me today on Houseless Reactions. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys!